Hey, you guys. Okay, so, you know what sucks sometimes about like promising that you will help people with going through trauma is that you have to go through trauma. So I have been, I laid down for my nap. I usually take like a little 20-30 minute reboot, every day, sometimes an hour, just depends on what my body needs. And as I was laying there, I was doing some breath work. And sometimes when we do breath work, stuff comes up, And a lot of times I think the problem is in our world, we don't know how to deal with we don't know how to deal with the trauma that comes up. We try to ignore it, we try to suppress it, we try to drink it away or smoke it away or drug it away or pill it away or oil it away, we don't want to feel it. So the thing is sometimes that it is a message for our bodies to just understand, like there's just trapped stuff, right? But to listen to the messaging. And so I try to get in tune with my body enough where I can feel like, what is this? Why is this coming up? And some of the time, like you can't feel all of it at once. And so it comes up in spurts. It comes up in handleable amounts. And so as I'm laying there, all of a sudden I was just like brought back to that morning. And I want to show this to you because I feel like God was telling me to show this to you. And sometimes that sucks. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it is not fun to be a messenger. Sometimes it really hurts. And sometimes it's like, I don't want to like have the experience so that I can show other people. But you know what? That's where I'm at, and that's what I have promised to do. And so that's what I'm doing. And I want to show you guys, because I know, like, I'm not the only person in the world who's dealing with trauma right now. Like, the holidays never used to be sad for me, ever. And now putting up these lights and everything, it's like my body is remembering. And so I have to show this to you because it would not leave my head and my heart. It's like, when God puts something in your head and your heart, you do it, right? So, I worked through a little bit of it already. Let me see if my screen is clean. I even had to put on a shirt. Anyway, so I was laying there, and all of a sudden, it's like my mind just flashed to that morning. And I just broke down. I started crying. It's like I imagined myself fighting her again, and just the whole thing all over. And it was just like it was just happening. And even though you remind your brain it's not happening now, your brain does not know the difference between what is real and imagined. So my brain doesn't care. My brain just sees it and sees that. And so as I'm watching this scene unfold, it's not like watching it from the outside. And I've done so much work on this, you guys. Seriously, I have done ridiculous amounts of work. And it is work. Like, don't get fooled into thinking that you can disassociate long enough. Like, you're gonna have to go through it. And really, like, when I think about this technique, it is so valuable and has been really helpful to have my right brain and my left brain talk to each other and unscramble and kind of speak the messages to each other, like, because your left brain and your right brain need to communicate. And without one of the things that you can do is cover the right side of your, well, for you it's flipped, right? So you're covering your eye, but you are basically turning off the mechanism that teaches your brain that it's happening right now. So your eye is open, but you can get like a little patch. So Paula Bronte is my my rapid eye technique lady. And so she was teaching me this, and I want to show you. I don't know how to set this up. This is not set up. I'm just putting you on top of some books right now, but I want to be able to show you with my hands. All right. So as all this is just coming to the surface, my brain is going crazy trying to fix this. And there's no fixable solution for this problem. It's like searching and searching and searching. So this is what I'm teaching my brain is to do. So it's called eye patching. So you're patching your eye, and what you're going to do is hold that for, 20 to 30 minutes. Go to CVS and buy one. I still haven't bought one because, like, that's the nature of it. But what I'm doing is, as I'm feeling this, like, intense, heavy, crazy, hard emotion come up, I am looking corner to corner. So left side, right side, left side, right. So pick 2 corners of the room as you are experiencing this trauma. And literally don't move your face. Hold your face still. And you are going to do this for a few, like a minute. So left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And as I'm doing this, I am imagining every horrible thing that's coming up. And I'm scrambling the message that it's happening right now by doing this one simple thing. So left, right. It's harder to do when I'm focusing on you guys, right? The other thing I'm adding is tapping as I'm doing this. So in my mind, I am walking myself through what I'm saying and what I was yelling that day, right? Like, oh my God. I was just screaming that. And please. I was screaming please. And I just remember that word so much. So I'm just going to keep tapping. Because it was like, that was the one thing I wanted. Is for God to make himself known right then. And he did. But in that moment, it was this panic of, oh my God, no. You know, so left, right, left, right. And I'm tapping as I'm saying this. And it is so crazy how, like, it just comes up. Okay, so I'm trying to show you guys this while I'm going through it, which sucks. But it is what it is, okay? And so I'm doing my left and right, and I'm just trying to just remind myself, okay, what's this teaching me? As I'm tapping, left, right, left, right. So if you can do this with me, it will help you a ton. And I can feel it, like all this just trapped emotion. And so take a deep breath, and it's this squeeze tight open, squeeze tight open, squeeze tight open. This is what she has me do. So squeeze tight open. Use your breath to move this through so it's not getting trapped. So 3 times breathing in. And I have I have some oils that I've been using. You could use that breathe, right? But I'm just like, seriously, like I feel like all the blood is out of so I'm getting my adaptive blend because this is really good for anxiety, which really, like, a PTSD, when you think about it, is a total panic attack. And like I said, I didn't hop on until I could, like, get myself to a place where I could hop on. So I'm breathing it in and then thinking about the situation. And then if I can get myself again to a place where I can watch the experience instead of being in the experience, so watching from a distance, right? And turning the volume down. And then what she does for me is she takes me through some of the phrases and some of the trauma. So I would think, like, this trauma, this loss, this experience, what's going on, like all the thoughts that were going on in my head, right? Keeping your head still. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Look left, look right, look left, and keep going. Right? And then squeeze tight open, squeeze tight open, squeeze tight open, squeeze tight open, deep breath. And like you're actually going to go a lot longer, and you're just going to go corner to corner. I'm breathing out, deep breath in. Breathing out, deep breath in. Breathing out. And you guys, using your oils is going to move this through 10 times faster. Okay, so as the phrases come up, sometimes I'll write this stuff down, like what were the feelings, thoughts, and emotions that were going through my head. And then see, it's hard, right? Because you guys, nobody wants to feel pain. Nobody wants to feel this. But it's important that you do. It's important to feel it so you can heal it, right? Like, it's important to allow your body to move through the emotion, because, like, suppressing it, that's all it is. You're just waiting for some bigger stuff. So now I'm feeling a lot more calm. I still feel the lump in my throat. I'm still feeling that. So I'm going to do a little bit more work. And sometimes I'm just going to cry and let it out. And I never know. I think that's the hard part about grief, is you don't know when it's going to come up. You don't know when it's going to just crush you. But I also, isn't there so many steps when you go through a trauma? Isn't there so many steps? Yes. Yeah, there's so many. Sorry, I'm reading that. And so there's so much that comes up, and but being willing to go through, being willing to feel the full gamut of emotion. I've talked about this before, but to experience it. And so I just want you to know, like, if you can do nothing else when you're experiencing this, except for to get left, right, do that for like, set a timer for 2 minutes and do that. And then squeeze tight, open, squeeze tight, open, squeeze tight, open. Deep breath in 3 times and breathe out. Just that one tool is something that is really valuable. And that's something that I just felt really, I don't know who needed it today. I sure as heck needed it. And I want you guys to know, like, that it's just hard. It is what it is. Like, it's one of those things that brings me right back into the depths of humility, of remembering who gets me through this. And really, it's my scriptures, it's God, it's all of the things that I've learned. But I know that a lot of people don't know these things, and so that's why I'm just committed to sharing with you, because you just don't know who needs this. Even if your tragedy is not losing a child, even if it's just not just, but if it, whatever it is for you, we have these amazing tools. Anyways, her name is Paula Bronte, and I've been working with her for the last couple months, and I have to tell you, it's been really, really helpful. But just those 5 minutes, I watched her video, and that's what she taught me. And 3 to 5 minutes, I used that video because I believe that, you know, we need to learn these tools to help ourselves, and they can be free, you guys. You don't need anything to move your eyes back and forth and to breathe. So I hope that you use that, and I hope that, anyways, check out this book. Okay. Have you guys heard this book, Tear Soup? This would be a good book to get anyone who's grieving. It's really good. It's by Taylor Bills. Pat Schweibert and Chuck. Anyways, I have this on my shelf, and it basically just talks about how everyone grieves differently. And you know, right now, all of my kids are grieving differently. My husband is being affected differently. And it's just a weird time of year for all of us, because we are going through things in a way that is so different. But to not judge each other, like, I gotta say, like, sometimes it comes out in anger. And for my kids who have it come out in anger, it's a lot harder for me to be kind and loving and understanding than those of my kids who come out in shutdown or in sadness. Because anger just makes you want to be angry too. You know, like, it's like, how dare you treat me that way? Well, they're not treating me that way. They're having hurt come up and out, and they're just not knowing how to process it. So if you have people and kids in your life, or a spouse who comes out in anger, or you come out in anger, just remember this, okay? They need more love, not less. It is totally the opposite of what you want to do. You want to just smack them across the head. Don't do that. It's not going to help. It feels like it'll help for the moment, but really all we're doing, this is TMI, but I'm just saying, like, I have kids who show up in total close down mode. And for some of my kids, guess what I do? I have a punching bag in the garage. I'm like, hey, you need to go take 10 minutes and punch the crap out of that thing and be angry. And it's okay. Like, feel it and move it through. Some of them want to cry, and do the thing that feels good in your body. Like, start to listen to your body. What is your body needing? Does it need to sing it out? Sometimes I sing. Sometimes I turn on my music to the point where it's blaring, and I'll just scream the lyrics out. So this morning, one of my songs was I'm a Child of God. Such a good song. And I was just yelling it. It was just such a powerful song. It was like, who the Son sets free, who is free in me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. And as I remind myself of that truth, and I remind myself, I am a child of God. She is a child of God. We are children of the Most High. Like, this is not it. Then my spirit can kind of like help my body process this emotion better. Because the hard part is feeling like this is it. You know, that's where my body gets hung up on, is like the cells, the trapped emotion there. I don't know if there's anything else I need to say. Anyway, I think that's it. Did that help anybody? If that helped you, will you let me know? Because otherwise I'm like, you know what? It always helps somebody. So that's the thing. I feel like there's a lot of support that, as you know, brothers and sisters in that eternal realm, we need to lean on each other for. So when we learn things, we share things. When we know things, you know, help people out. And then gratitude, right? At the end of the day, I want to get in the habit of writing down all the different ways. Oh, thank you for the hearts. The different ways that God has shown up in my life. And it is in all things and in all ways. So, I hope you guys have a good day. And it's so weird. Like I'm serious. It is like this. Sometimes I'm like top of the mountain. I totally understand. And then other minutes, my body is just grieving and in so much pain. But I do feel a little bit better. So I'm going to go and I'm going to do some more work, because it's important to do the work. You can't get through stuff like this without it. You can't get through anything without doing the work. Okay, here's the other thing, you guys. Before I do this kind of work, and as I'm doing this kind of work, I pray my guts out a little bit. I ask for angels to come and protect my space as I am grieving, because it's worse when darkness creeps in. So when I'm feeling that tumultuousness rise up in me, and I'm starting to feel that panic of, oh my gosh, it's coming. It's like being on the edge of a roller coaster or the edge of a cliff knowing you are going to jump. And you don't know how deep the water is, but you're going to choose to jump. You better pray first and ask for God to send his angels to protect and surround that experience so that you can experience it in a safe and healthy way. Because like I said this before, jumping into water that you don't know how deep is, and if you're going to make it, and that's the part I think of crying and grieving that is so scary, is you don't know when it's going to end. You don't know how long you're going to cry for. You don't know how, like, I've heard sounds come out of my own body, my own voice, that I've never heard before. Like, I've heard this, you know, in the scriptures we hear this weeping and wailing of gnashing of teeth. Like, I'm like, what the heck does that mean? I know what that means now. And it's because there's that groan inside, you know, and there's that feeling. So just pray for protection. Ask that you will have those angels to surround you, surround your family, as you move through whatever you're moving through. Because I know you're moving through something, or else you wouldn't be watching this. So I hope that helps you. I really do. All right, I said it. I'm going to go make a smoothie. And I hope that you know that you're loved, you are supported in every trial that comes your way. And that God will help you through anything that you are required to go through. And, yeah, you're loved. See ya, guys.